Welcome to Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. A recent article in the Atlantic magazine really inspired my thinking. The title of the article is Aphoristic Intelligence Beats AI by James Geary. The author describes the first time he read an aphorism. He was 8 years old and read this in the Time magazine. The difference between a rut and a grave is the depth. He didn't know what an aphorism was or what that one meant, but it stayed with him, and years later he learned what it was and what that one meant. He also learned how it affected his life. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, an aphorism is a short, clever saying that is intended to express a general truth. For example, Oscar Wilde was famous for such aphorisms as, "Experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes." Geary's article goes on to talk about the power of aphorisms. They are not shallow, feel good statements, not an easy fix or neat solution, according to Geary. They are a challenge to us to reflect on what we are doing or not doing with our lives. He says they're concise, catchy, and easily consumable. Hmm. I think that what sets them apart is they require reflection, our own personal reflection and examination of who we are, what we do, and what we value. The author then brings in the influence of artificial intelligence or AI to the mix of our thinking and our way of living. This next section I'm quoting from the article because I thought it was so powerful. Geary writes, dealing with aging, impairment, and death, confronting adversity and struggling with relationships, working through creative blocks and personal challenges. All of these things are supposed to be hard. The difficulty is the point. Where artificial intelligence makes things that are supposed to be hard seem like they're easy. Aphoristic intelligence accepts that things that are supposed to be hard are, in fact, really hard. Aphorisms gleefully increase our cognitive loads by immersing us even further in the difficulty and reminding us of what's at stake. Wow, I thought that was pretty powerful. The article taught me that AI can provide tools, but when we become dependent on them and lose depth or become metacognitively lazy, we become, as Gary writes, spectators to our mental and emotional lives. Critical and creative thinking wither. The final sentence of the article sums up the costs. Austrian aphorist Marie von Ebner-Eschenbach said, those who were carried to a goal should not think they've reached it. Wow. We've given so much away in the name of efficiency and making life easier, haven't we? But for what? Why do we feel the need to always make life easier? Cervantes said, the journey is greater than the end. To me, that means the process of getting somewhere, be it physically, emotionally, or intellectually, is sometimes sweeter than arriving at the outcome. Wisdom comes from experience, reflection, gathering of insights from observations and listening. It takes time. It is often garnered from going through hard times, from adversity and challenges. It doesn't follow a straight path or come from a few quick clicks on a device. In essence, wisdom is hard earned, which means having taken a great deal of effort to earn or acquire. There are good things with our advances in technology, but there are some cautions we should take. I love learning, and I refuse to give away my ability to seek knowledge, to be able to creatively conjure up ways to share my thoughts on paper or to draw or to put ideas together. When we do not use our muscles, they atrophy. They lose their ability to do what they were meant to do or have done in the past. The same goes for our mind, our thinking, and our creativity. My friend Dan Meyer was the world's greatest sword swallower. He told me he had to learn the art meticulously, bit by bit, so that his muscles one day moved almost automatically as he inserted up to 4 or more swords down his throat. He said that's called muscle memory. Relying on AI to make life easier might be fun or seemingly helpful for a while, but when our abilities muscles or thinking atrophy because of disuse, we become shallow and weak. I'm with a nice Nin who said, I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depths and a great fear of shallow living. Hmm. A new thing, as new things come to advance our society, we need to think critically, which takes much experience and reflection, to decide what parameters should be assigned so as to prevent harm to society. But it also must be said that many things we worry about for the future do not come to pass, or they are worked out through experience, some painful, that hopefully leads a society to wisdom. There is a wonderful article from NPR called On Winter's Coldest Days, This Classic Kashmiri Coat Offers Warmth and Wisdom by Junaid Nabi. In the article, Dr. Nabi states, we must not despair when conditions turn harsh because difficulty creates what we need to flourish. Hardship has purpose. Hmm. What hard things do you do in your life? Be proud of them. This week, on your bathroom mirror, write, I will seek to appreciate the hard things I do and what doing them does for me. Join me next Monday for Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.